Hello students, I am Ruchita Sharma from GSS below. In today's lesson, we shall learn about some poetic devices. Poetic device को हिंदी में अलंकार कहते हैं. A poetic device is like an ornament to enhance the beauty of a poem. First of all, students, let's know what a poetic device really is. Poetic device is a technique or tool or a figure of speech used by a writer to produce a special effect in his or her poem so that the poem leaves an impact. Thus, poetic devices are essential to enhance a poem's meaning or intensify a mood or feeling expressed in that poem. We may say that poetic devices are invisible tools that work on the reader's and the listener's mind. These devices are used by poets to create a rhythm in order to enhance a poem's meaning or exaggerate a feeling or mood. Students, let's take 5 poetic devices today. First will be simile, जिसे हम हिंदी में उपमा कहते हैं. मेटाफर, जिसे हम हिंदी में रूपक कहते हैं. Alliteration, जिसे हम हिंदी में अनुप्रास कहते हैं. Personification, जिसे हम हिंदी में मानवीकरण कहते हैं. और Onomatopoeia, जिसे हम ध्वनि वाली आवाज कह सकते हैं. So come, let's start with simile, upama. Here, the subject of the poem is described by comparing it to another object or subject using as or like. For example, the kid was as lively as a butterfly. Or, in this sentence, she chirped like a bird. So, students, in the first example, the kid was as lively as a butterfly. The writer wants to convey that or compare the kid's liveliness to a butterfly. And in the second sentence, she chirped like a bird. The woman's chirping or talking is like a bird sound. So, in a simile, we make comparisons by using the words like or as. Two things are compared by using like or as. So now, we come to the next poetic device, and this is called metaphor. या रूपक. In a metaphor, an object or subject in a poem is described as being the same as another subject or object. For example, she had a lion's heart. So we see that in a metaphor, we do not use like or as to compare two things. We straight away say that she had a lion's heart instead of saying that she was as brave as a lion. Third poetic device is called alliteration or anupras in Hindi. Alliteration is a series of words written close together in the phrases or lines of poetry that have the same first consonant sound. For example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So the p sound is a consonant sound and is being repeated So it is alliteration. The fourth poetic device we are going to discuss today is called personification, manvikaran. Here, animal, plant, or even inanimate objects are given human qualities, resulting in a poem full of imagery and description. For example, I was his best recipe. The next poetic device is the onomatopoeia, dhwani shabd. These are words that create ornamental effects by describing the sound of the words. For example, sizzle, clap, moo, roar, hiss, babble, etc. So, students, we have discussed 5 poetic devices today: simile, metaphor, alliteration, personification, and onomatopoeia. Let's take them up once again. Simile. What is it? It is a comparison that uses like or as. For example, this town is as pretty as a picture. So, the town is compared to a pretty picture. I'm as happy as a child. So, my happiness is compared to the happiness of a child. Next, metaphor. So, metaphor is also a comparison, but here we don't use like or as, such as he is a stonehead. Instead of saying that his head is like a stone, we simply directly say he is a stonehead. And the comparison is still there. Next poetic device, alliteration. So what is alliteration? It is the repetition of the consonant sounds in a group of words, such as she sells seashells on the seashore. So the sh sounds are being repeated in the first part of the words. Next poetic device, students, is the personification. Personification is to give an inanimate object human qualities, such as Mother Earth came to protect her child. Here, Earth is being given human qualities of a mother who is protective of her child. Now, students, we come to the last poetic device, onomatopoeia. This is the use of words that sound like what they mean, such as hum, buzz, splash, meow. Hum is the sound created by bees. Buzz is the sound created by flies or a busy bazaar. Splash is the sound of throwing something in water. Meow is the sound created by a cat. Students, so after going through this lesson on poetic devices, let's test ourselves. First question. Which poetic device is used in this sentence? The leaves danced in the wind. The leaves danced in the wind. Answer. Personification. The leaves have been given a human quality, and that is dance. Next question. Please find the poetic device used in this sentence. The storm was a raging bull. The storm was a raging bull. Answer. Metaphor. Here, the storm is being compared to a raging bull. The treacherous storm is a raging bull. So this comparison here is called metaphor because like and as has not been used. So the third question now. Please find the poetic device used in this sentence. The whistling wind whipped her wet hair. The whistling wind whipped her wet hair. The answer, alliteration. Look at the sounds, the consonant sounds produced in the first part of the words. We were. The whistling wind whipped her wet hair. So, this poetic device is the alliteration. Question number 4, students. You find the poetic device used in this sentence. The sound of water falling in time, drip, drip, drip. Answer, onomatopoeia. Drip, drip, drip are sound words, and to the listener's imagination, they produce the effect of water drops falling down. So we call it onomatopoeia. Question number 5. Find the poetic device in this sentence. Her thoughts were as dry as a desert. Answer, simile. Her thoughts have been compared to a desert by using the word as. The comparison is done by using the word as. Her thoughts were as dry as a desert. So the answer will be simile. Till next time, have a nice day, students. Bye-bye. God bless.